Greetings Internet, and welcome back for another Oxleymations presentation. And for today's video, it's technically another check out my junk. For this one, I would like to introduce you to one of the only childhood toys I have left in my collection. Most of the ones in the other room there, those are all toys that I've picked up basically in my adult years. But this one I got for Christmas, I want to say, or Easter, back around 2001, 2002. Behold, Chirpy Chi. Now, to a lot of you, you're looking at this going, the heck's a Chirpy Chi? Well, for those of you old enough to remember, at one point in time, robotic and digital pets were all the rage. Like back in the era of, or the end of the era of the Tamagotchi, and moving on to stuff like Poochie and Chirpy Chi and all the other different variations of these creations, these little creatures. Now this little guy was made by Tiger Electronics back around 2001, 2002. So that makes this little bird here 18 or 19 years old. No, 17 or 18. Yeah, 17 or 18 years old. And, well, he may not look like much, and I may have lost the little corn on the cob that came with him, and I'm left with the Poochie bone. Because yes, I also had a Poochie. But there's just something about this. I can't bring myself to get rid of it. Even though he's got a busted wing that doesn't like to stay on very well. Just, I don't know. I think it's the nostalgia factor. It's the reason I can't bring myself to get rid of this little piece of junk. Because see what I mean about the wing? I'm sorry to my headphone user or using viewers, but I wasn't expecting that, so I couldn't prepare for it. Anyway, because I mean, I know this thing's probably not going to be worth anything, and there's no real reason to keep it, especially considering he's broken and all, but I don't know. It just reminds me of a simpler time. At some point I should really put some batteries in this thing and make sure it even still works. Because it was kind of a cool toy back in its day. Of course, it's a little robotic bird, and you'd push down on his comb, which has a bit of a spring in it, because this is a little button to make him do stuff. And he was kind of like a Furby, only not, obviously. When he'd have batteries in him, he'd have two little digital eyes that would light up on an LED screen on his face. So, I have a question for you, my viewing audience. Do you have any random stuff like this that you just, for whatever reason, just can't bring yourself to part with? Even though it's like destroyed and tattered and such. There we go. Got his wing back on as best as I can. And I've tried supergluing that wing on, but for some reason the superglue will not hold on that kind of plastic. But anyway, back to what I was just saying. Is there anyone else out there who has just random little junk like this lying around that it's broken, battered, beat up, but you just can't bring yourself to get rid of it? Because I mean, I've on several occasions put this in a for sale pile, to go in like our eBay store here at my apartment, but it just winds up making its way from the for sale pile into the not for sale pile, and then just getting moved around. So I don't know what it is. I think it might actually just be nostalgia is the big thing holding me back from selling this whole thing, or just donating it, throwing it away. Nostalgia is a very, very powerful emotion that causes people to do silly things like holding on to things like this. So, quick question for everyone. Would y'all be interested in seeing a video of this thing up and running? You know, like with batteries in it and working and such? If so, leave a like in the... let me know in the comments below, and leave a like on this video. And with that being said, because that was basically all I had to talk about this morning, thank you so very, very much for coming back and viewing my content. I do truly and greatly appreciate it. If you like what you've seen here today, be sure, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon to be notified of future uploads. And with all of that being said, this is Oxleymations saying, Cowabunga, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.